Right, so most AI tools can help you create content faster. We know that, but not many of them can actually sound like you. And if you're a business owner and you're trying to build trust with your audience, then it is so important that your scripts sound like you and not a generic AI robot. Right, in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to use this Storybot AI, which is a ChatGPT assistant that I created to help me tell authentic stories. I couldn't ever get these stories out of my head down onto paper, and I created this AI assistant that everyone goes mad for, and I thought it's about time I showed everyone how to use it. You're going to see how I turn real moments into story-driven content, how the bot restructures it into a storytelling framework, and how you can use it without sounding like a ChatGPT clone. So if you're building in public as a business owner and you're creating content, this is going to be one of the most valuable videos you watch today. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I use the Storybot. This has helped me script most of my story videos that you see on Instagram. I created this for me, and now I've wrapped it into this course. What actually happened was I got asked to do a mastermind, and I presented like how to structure a story, a short form story. Anyway, I've gone through it and I was like, that's the hard bit. Let me just show you how to easily do it. And then I've showed them this bot and I gave it to their community and they went bananas. So this should be paid for. I don't care what anyone says, but I give it away for free because I know how much it can help. So I'm going to take this from the story mining exercise. It gave me a story. I'm going to put it into here and I'm going to show you how I use it. Right. So I'm just going to get straight into it. So this was the story that I got from the miner. So this is what I love. This is what I programmed it for, and this is what makes it different. It asks you questions to make sure we get the emotional heart of the story. That personalizes it for you. Doesn't matter what anyone else does. It's your idea and it's your story. Now you have to give it context, okay? So let's go through this live. When I first did that, honestly, I was so scared. I could hear the crowd outside. It was literally during the warm-up at the home game. There's probably 30,000 people outside. And I was just shaking at my core. I think he knew as well. I genuinely think he knew from my response. But I just literally overcome with fear. I always had this underlying feeling that I wasn't good enough at football. I just always, I never believed in myself. I just was always fighting. That's why any game I would never said that I played well or I smashed it. Or as you can see, when I'm doing that, I'm going into detail. I'm not giving one-word answers. I'm not giving fluff. I'm talking with passion and real. That is crucial for relatability and authenticity. People worry about showing up on camera, but they don't show up as themselves because they're reading a script that doesn't resonate with them. And that's when you're not really going to touch home with that. I'm telling you right now, all of these people online that are scripting content pumping, they're using AI. So don't worry about using AI, but use it in a way that's going to help you, not hinder you. All right, so let's see what it's come up. So it's got the hook. So you can see that it's got the different frameworks, right? So we've got the hook, the stakes, the journey or shift, the lesson, the takeaway, right? So this is programmed with some of the best storytellers frameworks, like the best. I paid a lot of money for them to coach me, go on their courses, come and visit me and do mentorships. Like, this is all based on their story structure. So let's see what it's like. I was 17 playing for Brentford, 30,000 fans outside, warm up, first team debut, and I lied. I said I was injured, but I wasn't. I was scared. Scared I'd mess it all up. Scared I'd prove the voice in my head right. The one that always said, you're not good enough. I'd spent my whole life outworking people, but I never believed in myself. It's making me emotional speaking about it. And in that moment, I froze. I let the opportunity pass. Nobody knew I did that. Not until years later when I started creating content. That same fear came back. Camera ready, sweating, my girlfriend's friend. That's like, okay, we can cut this out. Come outside, let's shoot right now. Shaking, but this time I moved and it clicked. That fear is not a warning, it's a signal. It means there's something on the other side worth chasing. You know what fear looks like in business? I'll post tomorrow, blah, blah, they'll flop me. What if it flops? But if you weren't scared, it wouldn't matter to you. That fear, it's proof you care. And that's exactly why you need to do it. The only thing scarier than stepping into that moment is knowing you let it pass. Fear is the gate. Your future's on the other side. Bit cheesy. So now me, personally, I would go, okay, I want you to cut out the fluff here. We don't need to give context on my girlfriend's friend. She's a presenter. Push back on that if you think it should be kept in. Other than that, I like it. I talk to AI like it's my best friend, like it's in the room. And I don't think many people do. That's why the beauty of like using this dictation is so much better. Same voice, same choice. And this time I moved. That fear, it's not a stop sign. It's a signal. It means there's something on the other side worth chasing. If you weren't scared, it wouldn't matter. The only thing scarier than stepping into the moment is knowing that you let it pass. I like that. That's cold. There you go. So what you can also do, I programmed it to do. Can you give me B-roll ideas? And it's going to give you a shot list. Tell me I'm not a G without telling me I'm not a G. That's sick. Gassing myself up now. Sorry, guys. I mean, some of this stuff you ain't going to be able to get because it's old, but still, loads of ideas for B-rolls. You can't say, oh, I didn't know what to shoot. All right, let's work on a new idea. Can we work on a new idea? Okay, let's think about this. What moment experience do you keep coming back to in your head lately? So let me think about this. Okay, one of the biggest things I think I see content creators, business owners make is that they're trying to be content creators and they're romantic about the art of creating content when really the content should serve a purpose in their business, and they're too romantic about it. I can say this honestly because I've been there and I wanted to be like these great content creators that tells amazing visual stories, blah, 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 blah. Truth is, you're probably 10 to 30 clients away from completely changing your life, right? Now, if you don't have the money to spend on advertising or hire a big marketing agency, you need to create content in this day and age. It's going to help everything. That content needs to be an asset for your business, and you need to look at it like that. Is it valuable enough that someone would pay for it? Is it valuable enough that it warrants the time you're going to invest that's going to take you away from your business? And then it's about building the systems and structures around it so that you can leverage it. See, I just riffed. I just go off. I just think of an idea and I go off. Like, stop trying to be a content creator. You're a business owner. Your content isn't your art project. It's your marketing. And I get it. I've been there trying to make the perfect video, cinematic edits, viral hooks. But the truth is, you're probably 10 to 30 clients away to change your life. You don't need views. You need revenue. Do you know what? I've actually got a Notion structure that actually goes through the whole process of how I manage all of my content. Should we add this in as a CTA? Guys, this is not rocket science. I want you to go and use this. I want you to come up with an origin story. I want you to come up with either mainly your origin story, because I want you to pin that to your IG profile. If you don't want to do your origin story, do a transformation story, how it took client from here to here, or you went from here to here doing X. Give this a go. I want to see in the community you sharing your scripts. What would make me happy is if you just go on and shoot the video without trying to get licensed to share the script. Does that make sense? Don't just share the script. I'd rather you put the video in there based on the script you wrote, and then we can iterate. The goal is quantity, not it is quality, but it's quantity first, because you want to get into consistency first. There's one more trick. So there's a couple of content creators that I love, right? Leo Magnuson. I'll butcher his name, man. He's going to kill me. And Gabe, right? They're the three guys that I love the most about put stories together. So what you can do, if you want to say, if it's not landing right, you could go, can you tell this story like Gabe, right? And it's going to give it a different energy. Again, this is more like his style of scripts. Or you could say, can you now do it like Leo? What I'm trying to say is these guys are content creators first. So their level of creativity is insane. When they do their visual story, it's insane. You don't need to go to those lengths. But yeah, that'll give you some other frames to look through if your script's not landing. So that's it. Nice and simple. So if you want to start using this storybook for your content, click the link in the description. You'll be able to access the community, which is free, and you can download it from there. I'll see you in the next video.